Hello, hope you're doing well. I'm Mariah Ramharack and welcome to today's episode of In Case You Missed It. In today's show, let's welcome Jamaican reggae girl Davia Richards, who just finished competing for the Reggae Girls. Jamaica, they failed to qualify for the 2024 Women's Gold Cup, but Davia, she scored the lone goal in the 1-1 draw against Guatemala. Davia, welcome to In Case You Missed It. How are you?
Fine, doing good.
All right, so are you back in Jamaica or are you in Texas?
I'm back in Texas for school.
All right, so how are you enjoying? Have you got time to relax and, just soak off that draw that you had against Guatemala?
Well, yeah, I got a little rest, but yeah, I still have school. I'm not done with school. So.
All right, well, down to business. Despite scoring the 66th minute goal for Jamaica, the team, they drew 1-1, which meant you're now out of next year's Gold Cup. How disappointed are you?
I mean, it's a bit disappointing, but I think this team really came out and gave it their best shot. So I'm still proud of this team. I mean, we work on a lot of stuff, but in a small period of time, yeah, unfortunately, it just happens,
Yeah, and I think, based on what we saw from you, Davia, you were really working hard, of course, for the Jamaica Reggae Girls. When you think back about what you did for your team, do you feel as if, you did the best that you could, you gave it all out?
Well, I would definitely say yeah. I tried my best to input whatever I could, but I mean, it's just soccer,
Yeah.
It's always like that. But yeah, I think I did what I could to get the team back on level terms in that last game. But yeah.
Understand. Well, I have to ask you, after the match, what did the girls say after the draw, knowing it meant, despite their fight and efforts, they would be out of next year's Gold Cup?
Well, we were just reflecting on stuff. I mean, we were trying to talk from before, at halftime during the game when we got a break. We were we need to try and get back in this, But I mean, we got robbed totally. We got robbed in our face. Yeah. And I know how disappointed it is right now for us. I mean, I'm not recovered from the game yet because I still don't think I want to even watch the game over because it's terrible. But the girls, yeah, I think a lot of them having reflection on it, and I know they feel bad about it. I'm pretty sure.
I understand, especially when you give it all and you don't get the result that you worked for. It's really, really heartbreaking. I'll ask you though, because I had the chance to chat with Coach in studio. I spoke to him ahead of the matches. We were talking about what he would do with the players and how excited he was to work with all of you. How was your experience working with Coach Xavier Gilbert?
I mean, he's an incredible coach, good coach, really nice coach. Any player would be comfortable around that coach because he's pushing and yeah, who wouldn't want a coach like that? He's a really amazing coach.
Oh,
yeah.
Really, really happy to hear that from you, Davia. Do you think, and this is no secret, right? I have to ask you this question. Did the off-the-pitch issues, because this was making the headlines for quite some time, for example, the World Cup Reggae Girls speaking out about how they were mistreated and stating that they would not represent the team till their issues were addressed. Did that affect you and the team that was playing in any way?
No comments on that.
All right, so you just stayed focused and you did what you had to do?
Yeah,
all
definitely.
Right. Not a problem at all. Would you have rather, though, if the World Cup players were playing with you as well? All of you were good and just playing on the same team?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to answer this. I don't think I have an answer towards this.
All right, not a problem. So let's move on now to how did you feel when you scored that equalizer? Did you think that at that point the girls could turn the game around?
Yeah, I mean, we started off slowly, but in the second half, we came out, we started putting everything in because we realized we were down and we need to win this game. So, I mean, I started knocking myself like, hey, you gotta show up. You gotta get something out of this game. You can't just like come here and like be like this. Just like make some runs. Don't stop. I know you're tired, but keep going.
Yeah.
And we didn't stop knocking on the door until we found one. I mean, I feel good, but I was just so eager to go again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a good feeling to score your first senior goal. I mean, I'm happy and proud of myself, but as I said,
You just wanted the result.
we just missed it by an inch. It wasn't
Yeah.
that far.
I
Yeah.
understand for sure. Well, Davia, we're going to take a quick break on In Case You Missed It. And when we return, we'll find out a bit about how you started playing football and why did you choose, of all the sports in the world, why did you choose football? Stay with us.
Okay.
All right, so welcome back to In Case You Missed It. Davia, I'm so eager to find out. You're 19 years old. At what age did you start playing football?
I started at like age 3, 4, about that.
All right, and when did you realize you wanted to play football professionally? Like, when did you fall in love with it?
I think I've been loving this sport because my family's yeah, most of my family's like they just have a love for soccer. So I've been around that family my entire life, so I think I got the talent, gifted talent. So, and I don't have a next sport that I ever seen and I think I love. I just have a passion for football.
Which side of your family, Davia? Mom's side, dad's side, or
My,
both?
my mom's side,
Yeah.
my mom's side. My mom doesn't even play soccer. My dad doesn't even play soccer.
It's similar to my family because, I have a sister, she plays cricket, but she picked it up from my uncles, playing around them. Were you that type of child growing up? Like, there was a ball outside, the boys were playing, and you just had to play?
I mean, I have I'll say less females in the family. It's a lot of boys and men because I also have a younger cousin. He's playing in Chicago. Yeah, and I mean, we grew up together in, I'll say, basic school, playing soccer together, me going primary school together, won the primary league, and just like high school, we had to separate. But yeah, we still communicating and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I have families. My family's like, they have a love for soccer. And I think that's where my love came for soccer. Like, I have a passion for that.
So I know you just said you and your cousin still communicate, and obviously, y'all are close based on the football. When you scored that goal, what did he say to you?
He texted me, he was like, there's much more to come. He's really proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all very proud of you, Davia, and I'm even more proud because apart from doing well in football, you're still in school. Which school do you attend?
I attend the Hill College in Texas.
Yeah. And what are you studying at Hill College?
I'm currently studying kinesiology.
Oh, nice. Very, very fancy. Tell me a bit now about the culture in Texas and how have you been able to adapt?
I mean, it took me a while to adapt, but it's not bad. I know the weather is like kind of different. It's like I said, this minute is cold, this minute is hot, it's in between. So yeah. And I mean, you can't do anything about stuff that you can't change.
Yeah.
You just have to like what you can focus on, just like do that,
Yeah.
what you have control of. So I managed to adapt a little bit, but I mean the food is, I'll say, terrible because I'm from a different country and I'm not used to the Mexican food and stuff for it. But I try my best to like get what's good for me, you know. As a soccer player, I know I gotta eat
Yeah.
really good.
Any Caribbean person, the first thing they have a problem with is the food, because even I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. When I moved to Jamaica, I mean, Jamaica is Caribbean just like Trinidad. You know, at first, the same thing. I had an issue with, you know, getting accustomed to what I didn't know, which was different food. But of course, eventually, you just settle in, and when you go home, you just eat as much of your food that you're accustomed to. So you spoke about the food, you spoke about the weather, but what about the parties and the type of music and everything? Because we know Jamaica is reggae and dancehall culture. What is it like in Texas?
Well, I mean, party for me, I don't party.
Okay.
I don't party out of my region. Think I'm too scared for that. And my mom is really protective. And I think I'm like more protected because I you never know what can happen, you know. But I mean, I heard people saying it's kind of cool and stuff like that. But yeah, I really don't do the party stuff.
All right. Well, you did say you don't party, but you do go to school, and that's very important. Is it difficult, Davia, managing school and playing football? How do you get both done, and how do you do well in both?
I mean, like balancing school and football is a bit challenging, but you know, you just gotta get it done because you want good. Yeah.
But you're doing incredible, because this year you won the Player of the Season award after tallying 23 goals and 12 assists this campaign. What an achievement. When you saw that, when you heard about it, how did you feel? Did you think you were dreaming?
No, I'm really proud of myself. To be honest, there's so much coming for me this year. I'm so proud of myself. I can't even explain the feeling, honestly.
Okay, so Davia, while talking to you, what I picked up is that, you know, you're very focused, you're very motivated, and you're confident, which is important. Those are important qualities if you want to be successful. How do you stay motivated? What keeps you level-headed like this?
I mean, my family, where I'm from, it just like looking back from it, you just can't turn back. You just gotta push. You just gotta do what you gotta do to like see where you were coming from. Yeah, it kind of motivate me. My mom, my family, my sister, my brother, like, yeah, that's what motivates me a lot. Like have me pushing more harder, even harder every time. If I feel like I'm not going the max out I need to go, I think it's just like a limit. I don't have any limit, you know.
And you've been doing so well. For me, when you scored that goal against Guatemala, I felt as if Jamaica had it in the bag, of course. But I have to ask you, what's your favorite goal that you scored so far? It can be national or it can be club.
I don't have a favorite goal.
Not yet?
Not yet. But I think goals is just like, whenever it comes, it goes. I don't really have a favorite. You score a goal, it's a goal. I don't know how to favoritize my goals. I don't know.
I feel like you've been scoring too much in club. Maybe that's why you can't choose one. But was there any goal like you could think about that, you know, helped you win a match and, you know, you keep replaying it in your head? None?
Oh yeah. Maybe now with the school. Now, yeah, I'll say yeah. Maybe with the school winning goal.
All right. Well, as we get ready to wrap this part of the interview, what are some goals, Davia, that you've set for yourself for the rest of the season, and what are you looking forward to most this year?
Okay, so I mean, goals. I just want to like keep pushing myself. I want to definitely I want to make it back in that senior team. I've been praying and I got that opportunity, and I think I did my best, and hopefully they give me back a call. And yeah, currently looking for a D1 university to at least settle in and continue my studies and get along with soccer more, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to see you back on the national team as well. You know, you appear very, very focused, and I think you have a lot to contribute to the Jamaica Reggae Girls team. We're going to take a quick break, Davia, and when we return, it's time for my most exciting part of the interview, rapid fire time. Stay with us. Welcome back to In Case You Missed It. It's now time for rapid fire time. So Davia, I'll ask you a question and you say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. What do you do when you're not playing football?
Sometimes I'll study, definitely go take a run, probably some extra practice with myself, and yeah.
What do you miss most about Jamaica?
The food.
That was a quick one. I never heard you answer so quickly on the show so far. Messi or Ronaldo?
None.
So who?
Myself.
Fine. That's acceptable. So you have to tell me, I hope this is not you. Who's the funniest Reggae Girl teammate that you have?
Me.
Davia! Okay, next, let's see which of your teammates has the best fashion sense.
I'll say everybody got that.
No, you have to pick one.
Oh. I'll give Buckley.
All right, thanks for that. The last person you called, Davia, who is that?
My mom.
Okay, all right. What is your go-to pre-match meal?
Something like banana, apple, probably
healthy.
a sandwich, like a chicken sandwich, but I would not eat all.
Okay, understand. So you're healthy, health conscious. What's the best advice that you've received?
Well, the best advice I've received. Oh, I have a lot.
Just pick one.
But one was like, keep strong after that foul, and yeah, I don't know. It was so much. I really can't just take out somebody's, because people will feel bad, and I really don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it.
I don't know.
All right, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Okay. So that means you like to dance. Is that so?
No, but I just watch TikTok just for laughing or self-worth.
All right. What song are you currently listening to?
Maybe I need to check that.
Ooh. All right.
The last song I listened to was Best Part by Danielle Caesar.
I need to check that one out. I don't know it.
It's a nice song by her.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Well, Davia, before you leave me, let's head across to social media to see what's been happening.
Okay.
So, Hill College Women's Soccer, they said this on Twitter. So, Davia Richards scored last night and in 4 games played 358 minutes. Jamaica Senior National Team, we will win. #Hill Soccer. Anything you want to say about that tweet?
Yeah. They're one of my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
My coach that posted that. Before I left, he was like, hey kid, I know you got this. Go do your best. He got no doubts on me. Because my season, I got knocked out of the first part of the season. And I was down. My ankle was messed up. It was big. And he was a bit down. He was a bit worried, you know? And I was like stressing on it, calling my mom, asking for the best advice, like the best words they could ever comfort me with. Because it's my last year and I really don't want to take the red shirt. And so forth. I had to call people that will make me comfortable, will like give me the best advice, make me feel comfortable. And yeah, he was really there. He was checking on me. Hey, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Just to get back, you know? And the best thing you could ever say to me is like, don't ever rush nothing.
Yeah.
It will come, and you'll be better when you get back. Trust me. And I really take that into consideration because look at me after that injury. You know, he was like, don't rush it. And I was like, I'm not rushing it, but I need to get back on track. He said, you understand, as a player, he used to play soccer, and he know how it feels to like get injured and all that.
Yeah.
And I get myself back steady. There was a team that beat my team 4-0, and I was on the sideline. I took his spot. I was on a crutch stick, and I took his spot, and I was coaching. I was like, it hurts, but I definitely went back to the drawing table and was like, we have this team again. And he called me in the office so many times to check where my mental health was and all of that, you know?
Yeah.
And fortunately, we got to beat that team in the South District finals.
Yeah. Well,
I was
Davia, I know coach is very, very proud of you, and you will continue to make your country and your school very proud. We have one more social media graphic to go to. Let's just take a look at what they said. So Loop Jamaica, they said the Reggae Girls is out of the inaugural Women's School Cup after the Guatemala draw. Well, I already know how you feel about that, but just your closing reactions before you leave.
I mean, I don't really, the social media, I'm really not that type of person, you know, but I mean, it's nothing bad, but I think this team did what they could.
Yes.
They took the call up, and I think people went out there and expressed themselves. They give it their best, you know. I feel bad. I'm down still. After that tie, because I think we could have get that, but I mean, it happens, and I pray that next time Jamaica will make it through in that Gold Cup, and I believe we can.
I hope so too. Well, Davia, I really enjoyed chatting with you on In Case You Missed It, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your school and your busy schedule, and I look forward to seeing you represent and doing really, really well in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, folks, that's it from us for today. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and let me know how much you enjoyed seeing Davia representing for Jamaica. Goodbye for now. I'll see you.